Hi, and welcome to the Trucking Scribe. It's Esther. Today we're working on this little digital that I have in my Facebook group. It's a teal and gold fairies, fays, and butterflies, and it folds out. So we made the signature and some of the pockets in this video. Tomorrow, the next video, we'll finish it up with the ephemera and put some more pockets in. So I hope that you'll come back and see what else we do with this cute little journal. Thank you and have a great day. This is a digital kit I have in my shop. This particular one is two on a page. I designed this one for my Facebook group. So if you're in my Facebook group, you will get this free. It is called Fairies, Fays, and Butterflies, and I love just all the greens and the golds. So there is a back side. I printed mine upside down, so if you look, that's okay. I'm going to use them. Same thing upside down. I am putting some tags in there, some pockets, and a couple of envelopes in this mini kit. Like I said, if you're in my Facebook group, you will be able to access this in there. So I hope that you'll come and visit me in my group. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to make an envelope journal. But first we got to get our pages ready. And I think what I'm going to do is just use my ruler, and you can see the line right here. I'm just line it up. So this journal is similar to this one, but I'm going to use an envelope instead of a bag. So these here will cut out in a little bit. I am going to use some regular paper, which I need to figure out where the middle is, I guess. Get this way. So I got this book on Amazon because I like the pages. It actually looks like it might fit in here just perfect. So what I'm going to do, see these strings? Because I want to keep this together carefully. I feel like it pointing better towards my fingers. Just be careful when you're using this sharp blade like that, because you can cut yourself. I have, so I know. And I'm probably holding it the wrong way to get it to, if I get a little more slack, if it will do any better. You can just pull them out. Just like this. And since this here is like a springy summer thing, it's been a little long, but I could trim it down to fit. Okay. One more page I want to do. So I coffee dyed these about a month ago. I had a whole ream, like 500 sheets. And I was like, I wonder what will happen if I put the whole thing in. Not one at a time, but just the whole stack. And it actually worked out pretty good if that's all you wanted to do was color your paper. So I'll fold these. We have rain today. But yeah, I just had a tote and I threw the, well, not threw, I did set them in there halfway gentle in a tote. And I actually stuck it in my refrigerator because I didn't want stinky paper or something. I didn't know. So I usually put my tote in the refrigerator overnight. And then in the summertime, that's really good. You get the tote out of the refrigerator and it's all nice and cool, especially if you're on the back porch and you're laying it out back there. It helps cool you off. And I'm waiting until the pollen drops around here so I can do some more stencil coffee dyes, although I don't use most of what I got because it's just too pretty and I can't talk myself into it. So after you print your pages out, you'll trim them in half like this because this is a half, or you could just keep the whole page together. But I really like having it like this. So what I'm going to do is decide which one I want on the front. I really like this butterfly, but I like her too. And then I'm going to stick these in here. So I really want my outside picture to look the right way up. So like this, we cover it up with a pocket. Same thing on this other one. If it's bothersome, is put a tuck or something right there. Where was that at? I got lost. I'm going to turn this one inside out like that so the inside will be pretty. So I'm going on vacation in September and I'm working on a digital because we're going to Ireland. This is kind of what it's looking like. I have like one page a day. And this is a traveler's notebook size. I do have it in a, let's see, did I print it out? I do have it in the regular A5 or half sheet. So this has more room than this, but I wanted this format. My sister wants the bigger one. So that's a work in progress. So if you're going on vacation, keep that in mind. I will have those probably in the next day or two in my shop. So what do I want to do with these? I've got a lot of purple in it. Let's see. Any with browns? So May is, I like that one. So I'd rather cut my book than my finger because these little sharp blades hurt. And I love these books that are sewn in like that because they're a lot easier to get apart and keep together if you're doing what I'm doing. So, get that one. Still got one hanging over here. Or June and July. So I can do a flip up and do a pocket and then fold that in. Or I could trim the outside words off. So that would give us a pocket. But I could also fold this in and get, I wonder if I could fold it this way and have another pocket on this side. Let me see. That's not about there where the, okay, this way so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm folding right there on that line. I think that will, yeah, so I want to have a pocket on both sides. I'll show you how in just a second. So I'm folding this particular paper. And the book is Wildflowers by Margaret Erskine Wilson. I got this on Amazon. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description. So what I'm going to do to make this work, so I'm going to cut, so my fold is right here. What I'm doing is I'm cutting a little bit over because I'm going to cut this right here. So I'm cutting again a little bit lower. This is going to help me get some room in these pockets. So I left a tab right here for when this one folds up, it'll have a little, like a little tuck right there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. When this one folds up, it's going to have a little flap right here too that can help it have a little bit more space in that pocket or that tuck. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let me lay it out again. This one all the way. And I want just a little bit. Now I am thinking about, should I cut this one and do the little fold in like I did over here? I didn't do it on that one. I cut that one wrong. We can fix it though. Or should I just leave it like this? So we're going to need a little bit more folding in, maybe. Yeah. So this needs to actually come in just a little bit more. Maybe put it like on your paper and measure. Which will give me a little bit more to work with on this side. It's probably what I'm going to do while I'm tearing paper is put some tape or something. So now you got a little bit of a thing. Let me take that off that one. So I want this one to fold over. So I'm looking as I fold so that they're on the same thing. And if I had cut the other one right, I would have just cut this little bit right there so it would fold over. And then when I folded it in, I could do it so like that. I don't need all that. Okay, So this is why you measure before you ink. But that's okay, because I can do both. So yeah, I like that. Maybe I want this going that way and the pocket coming the other way. That way it doesn't cover up as much of this color, but make it like that. Actually, I do, because I like those flowers. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to go ahead and glue my sides down. Figure out where my folds are. So I'm going to glue this little flap here, which will give us a little more room in there. I'm just going to fold it over. If you want, you can glue the top part. So I have just a little sheet of paper. I think I cut it about 1 inch, but I don't know if that's going to be too wide. Because I do want to put this in here as a gusset so it'll open more. And if I'm going to do it down there, I'll probably just do it down here too, that way. Let's cut that off. I think that one looks better. So what I need now is to put the gusset right up to my fold line, which is right there, even with the bottom. And I'm going to trim this off. I'll do the same thing for the top. I think I need to put some more glue right here. I'm going to do this on both sides. This will just let that pocket expand a little bit more. So I hope y'all are having a good afternoon. For me, it will be night when the video goes up, but it's like 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Where I'm at, we have severe thunderstorm warnings forecast. And it does look dreary out there, but so same thing here. Just put it up to the fold right there where you're going to fold it over and just trim. So if you want to ink this before you get to gluing, it might be better. If you're going to ink, you don't have to. This is just something. I didn't like it when I first started junk journaling, but now I'm all the time inking. This one's going to fold this way. See, my little gusset right there is just going the wrong way. Get in there. I shouldn't need to put one on that one. I have so many journals right now, and I'm doing several different design team projects on top of my own that I'm trying to figure out different ways to use the digitals. And I thought, I really wanted to show you guys this one because I've been sharing it in my Facebook group, some of it. Then I decided I wanted to just share the mini kit so that all the group members in there, they get to have their own little digital that's exclusive to them just because they're in my group. So right now we only have, like, I think it was 250 people this morning. We're working on it. We are steadily growing. I'm not pushing to grow. Just, whenever God says, hey, here comes another person, I'm going to say, okay, we're waiting. All right. So let's see about gluing this. I'm going to put some glue right here. And I'm going to kind of be careful not to go over your paper, but I am trying to, you can use glue stick for this, but then you're just going to fold it down and see, here is the gusset that when the glue dries, it will look good and give you a little extra room. I like these pictures. Oh, this little book. When I got it, I thought it was going to be bigger because, I didn't read the description. I've got one of the Edith Holden books and off of Amazon just because I'm seeing everybody with them. So I thought that would be nice. I like this one. So you got inside tucks and you got these tucks. You can sew this down. And you know what? I think what I am going to do is go ahead and cut this. And I'm going to fold that in. I should have done that to start with. So I'm just going to fold right up to that line right here. I'll just clip it and then fold it. So I'm going to fold it back in. This is going to be a small gusset right there. So are y'all going on vacation anytime soon? I'm excited about mine. We're going to be in Ireland for 2 weeks in September. I went to India back in 2018, and that was the greatest trip. So now to get to go to Ireland is really exciting. Okay, so we got tucks here, tucks there. See what kind of pages we got on. I'm going to put another one in. So there we go. Yeah. 2, 3. Okay. So we got 11. I can go some more. Let's see. I don't know if I want that in the middle signature. Let's do another one of these. I like these. I really like this one. Yeah. So this time we will start with our signature so we know where to fold it. See, I'm coming right up to the edge of my signature and trying to get this straight and just folding. And then I can do the same thing on the other side. And I do have more papers. I think I'm going to get up here in a minute and find some of them. So I wonder how I'm going to do this time on the cutting and folding. Same thing, we're going to bring this back and figure out where we want page to fold at. Go about there. When I'm folding this, I could measure, but I'm trying to get where this line, and the middle are all pretty even. So I like this gusset on this side, so I think I'm going to do that on those again and leave the little one there. So we'll just cut this to right there, and then we'll trim up, leaving enough of a gusset here so it will fold in. I'm going to cut it small enough first. Same thing over here. And then I am going to cut this. I like how that went. Just maybe a little quarter of an inch, half an inch. And these don't have to be exact because you probably won't see them. Now I'm going to fold this end, that end. They will flip up and become a pocket on this side. Okay. So again, we're just going to glue this side, and I am wanting to go to that little bit of an edge on it. Just fold it down. And you can kind of pinch it together just a little bit if you want. It'll give it some more room. I don't think it's too late now, I think. Put these on. Yeah, there's not enough room. I think they're too big anyway. The pockets are too small. I'm going to do this the same way. It's just lay it down up to my fold. Make sure it folds in while I'm still here before I fold it the other way. But you know, I forgot I had. Yeah, those two look good. So I'm going to go ahead and ink them while I'm on this side, just so it'll be a little bit easier. And then I'm going to glue so I'm gluing all the way to this edge and all the way to that edge, but not so much glue that it's going to squeeze out, but that will help hold your pocket in place. I think that one will work. Yeah, I'm going to make it work. So I am trying to think of what other kind of papers I got. I got a lot. I might stick in here that would go with this journal, like a foresty kind of. Let's see, that's trying to stick because I had. So I've got some stencils. I found these cute little pages that I had printed out. And these are from a kit from Rickety Snippets, and she's got some beautiful digitals. What I'm going to do is I'm fixing to stencil the other side so it's not so white, and stick them in my little journal. Because at the moment I'm not sure where to find it to print the back, so we can work around that. So when I went and got my coffee dyed stencils, y'all. Don't get on to me too much because I ain't washed it in forever. Let's see what this is gonna look like. Like one of these better, I think. So if you have white paper and on the backs you can do stenciling, you can just rub your stencil across like this and get some of that off. 'Cause sometimes I will do that. See? Oh, yeah, like that. We'll do this one. Get up there. Let's see. So my page is crooked. It moved on me, and I didn't catch it. That's okay. So you can make some areas darker than others. You can. I'm trying to get that. Yeah. You can use 2 or 3 different colors. Now me, I'm just going, I'm not even starting on a plain spot to get the color blended in, but if you want the colors blended, I would recommend to probably do that. See how pretty it turned out. I had one more. Where'd it go? Come on, do that one. So with this, it's light enough that it doesn't really disrupt your writing, but it gives it some beauty in the back. So what I'm going to do, I think it is, put this one this way and try and get a little bit of it. So I would like that one to be more in the middle. So where are we? That way they're kind of spread out. Maybe there. I'm not going to use these for this project. Put one right here. So see, it's a different size. This one front page. I'm going to put one of these on the front. And it goes just perfectly. The colors and everything looks good. So that is looking pretty good. So I did get my little pockets in. I wound up remaking one overnight because these are just a little too long for what I was wanting, but I actually could put it on like the front pages, but I think I'm going to save it for another journal. See, this one is not quite as long. I can try it. So what the problem was this here wasn't wanting to fold with all of this journal in the way. So I had to trim it a little bit, and I still don't know if it's going to fold. So what I'm doing is I cut it down some, and I have shortened the signatures, and I took those bigger pockets out. I'll use them in another project. So right now we did the pockets right here and the signatures. So what I'm going to do at this point is look at them and make sure they're all going the right way. I know you're probably saying, well, that feather is upside down, and you're right. The problem is I printed it upside down, so I'm going to use this. So all of my line paper is going to be upside down. You see, the pictures on the front are more important. So what I can do is take and put pockets or something over that. I'm checking these little pages if they're where I want them at. And that one's upright. So I've been having a migraine today. The weather just don't know what it wants to do these days. And there's a low pressure front that's come in. And I have most of this done because I did the signatures yesterday before I ever made the cover. But I also was intending on a one journal video. But no, that was the right way. One video journal, but it's turning into 3. So today I'm going to go ahead and put the signature in. I have the video where I got the signatures ready and made that pocket right here. So you see, I should have done this, but I didn't because I was talking. I didn't put the holes in at the same time, so let me see if I can do it. So what I'm doing is I'm putting 3 holes right there in that middle. See where it's coming out? To hold my signature in. I had thought about using the sewing machine, but I wasn't sure if it'd go through all this thickness or not. At least the sewing machine I have up here. I have a Juki downstairs that I use for sewing and not paper making, paper sewing. So you go in the middle. I come out the top and then go all the way down to the middle or to the bottom and come back out and then go in this middle one. So what I need to do is make sure that I don't catch that thread when I put this back through. Of course, it's wanting to be impossible. So I'm hoping to get this one up today. That way I can do my other one for tomorrow with the putting in the ephemera and the tags and all. Yeah. I'm making a new hole or something's going on. So Friday, I will be doing my Faith Friday Peace video. And I'm going to put I'm making an envelope journal, so I may have the covers on. I don't know. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But I do want to get ready for next week, because we're on week 5, so I got 2 more weeks. As of today, I got 3 more Fridays. So I will, and I actually feel kind of strange not doing a Bible study for these videos. So let me know what you think, if you're missing the Bible study too. So this could go in like that. And actually have just a little bit of a curve, just like this one. See how it's got not a curve, but a spine? It does seem to be working better when I do it that way. See if I can get this back side in. That might be too big back there, but that might be good. I probably should have thought about that before I put the signature in, but this is live. Well, not live when you see it, but it's live video. So I can cut this part off if I want, or I can just tuck it in right there. But it's catching that journal. If I fold it like this, then this actually does go around to the back. I need to put some glue in there. I may have to sew it. We'll see. But I do like how this is folding up. So I could cut this off. I could cut this flap off. I don't think I want to do either one. I think I'm going to leave it like this. That way it kind of just folds around the back and closes up. I do want to see if I can get another little maybe right there. Give it just a little more room too. So that may be what I do on these smaller one signature journals, is just put a little bit of a spine in it, because I do like the look. So tomorrow we will come back and work on this. And figure out what pockets we're gonna put in. We got this beautiful front envelope window. We have this one here. And then all these that we need to put some tags and stuff in. So I hope to see you again tomorrow night, so we can finish this little journal up. I hope you enjoyed the video. It'd be great if you left me a comment, hit the like button and subscribe button, and leave me an emoji. It could be a car, truck, tree, a cat, heart, you name it. There's so many emojis in our phones these days. It could be anything. So let me know you've been here, and have a great night.